Hello everyone, my name is Jared Henderson and I am the video producer behind Body Image. I am a staff photographer on probably one of the most diverse newsrooms in America. I work for the Detroit Free Press and have been doing videos like these for a while now. So I wanted to share a little bit about the idea and how it came to life, the process of shooting this film, and then also talk a little bit about why enter this contest. So initially the idea was simple. Over 300 different women submitted their own stories about their bodies and what they loved about them. The process kind of started out as just being a behind the scenes video. My role was to come in and photograph these women being shot in a photo studio by a photographer who was ultimately going to take the images and place them with the text in a spread for a special Sunday section in our newspaper. What that ultimately ended up evolving into was this really cool look at the stories behind these women's body parts and why they love those parts. Each woman who came into our studio was photographed and also asked to write in their own words a portion of their essay about what they loved about their bodies. Because I knew the print product was going to have the incorporated words and text from the women's essays as well as their own portraits, I struggled to try to figure out a way that I can do so in a video format. And initially my thought process was I would take the words that the women wrote about themselves, about their body parts, and put it on the image somehow. So after very many hours of Google and After Effects study, I figured out a way to animate the text on top of the video, which kind of made a really cool element to bring everything together. So what you're seeing when you see the different body parts that are being written across the screen is that particular woman's handwriting. And so I thought that brought a really cool interconnected value to this project and kind of helped set the stage for some of the stories that are being told. Ultimately, the thing I enjoyed most about this project was dealing with the participants and telling their stories from their own perspectives. It's always fun as a photographer to be able to do what we do in order to open ourselves up and our subjects to be able to talk to us freely and comfortably about what they love about themselves. And for this to be such a hard topic for people to express in the way that they really want to, it actually was really free-flowing. And I loved that and appreciated that about this project. So why enter? So for filming of this project, I used the RØDE video mic a lot. And the reason is when I'm out on the street and I'm running and gunning for an assignment or doing my own video work on the run, it's such an easy and wonderfully beautiful option, simple option to put on top of my DSLR and just go. And I know I'm gonna get decent audio from my footage. And that's like even more important than having the best visuals in the world. If people don't hear you, it's meaningless. And so having the opportunity to work with this equipment is really an awesome experience, and it gives me an opportunity to feel confident in my shoot.
Yes.
Because all y'all said, y'all all have people that tell y'all beautiful every day, right?
Yes.
And I think that's awesome. Anything else y'all want to add?
Be you. Be beautiful. Have fun.
On a very practical level, the My Road Reel competition gives me an opportunity to follow my passion and my dreams. I am a wannabe filmmaker who has been doing this for a little bit of time. I should say wannabe feature filmmaker, because an upcoming project that I have going on is called Beyond This Place, documenting the visual history of African American fraternities and sororities. And as any filmmaker would tell you, part of the really interesting and compelling and oftentimes difficult part about putting a feature-length documentary together is putting together a decent budget that requires resources outside of just equipment. So by winning any portion of the My Road Reel competition, I will alleviate some things off my budget and further be able to pursue this documentary in the way that it ought to be pursued. African American fraternity and sorority members have permeated every piece of American culture, whether it be through politics or entertainment, the arts, culture, education. There is a huge need for a documentary of this type, and if you want to learn more, you can go to my website, beyondthisplace.com. Ultimately, I think the My Road Reel opportunity will serve a really awesome function and give me a jump start on this documentary. And I really hope that you vote for my project. Thank you all so much for joining me on this visual journey. I really appreciate your time and attention. Please, let's continue to support all of these filmmakers in this community and other companies like RØDE too, who are providing the platform for a lot of people to share their crafts and their talents and to also grow as artists and get the resources that they need to tell their stories. As always, let's continue to build. Let's continue to grow. Thank you. Peace.